you had $1 million, what would you do, right? I said, I'd cook. I remember saying that, I'd cook. That's all I want, just to cook.
And we didn't all start off on this path, right? It's a former banker, also a former banker, and you worked in
what?
Yeah, isn't that former bankers?
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy, right?
Oh my gosh.
Hey,
Asians.
Asians.
How do your parents feel about this?
Runner up in the rat race.
For me, I wanted to be a banker, and when banking really didn't work out for me, I found out that I didn't really like it that much, right? And it's just like, hey, I know this is scary to be pursuing, which is considered like unstable career as a teacher, as a choreographer, but I gave it a try, and here I am.
The department that I was in was going through a reorganization, so they gave me the option of trying to find a new job within the company or leave the company. And ultimately it was like, okay, I'm ready to go. And I got to find joy in clothing again. And my husband said, like, what if you try freelancing? That was almost 4 years ago. And it's a conversation that is not the easiest to have with my parents. And I think maybe with like traditional Asian parents in general, like when you tell them you're freelancing, they're like, what do you mean? Like, where's your paycheck
not
coming
secure.
from? Yeah.
You grow up, well, at least in my household, they grow up where, academics, being able to provide for yourself and being independent is important, right? And I always thought that a cooking job or a creative job wouldn't yield that type of financial security. So I just sort of kept it as a hobby. But I just wanted to cook, like that's all I wanted to do. And that's what would keep me happy.
In the back of my mind, what's my Chinese mother gonna think? How is she gonna tell her family or her friends? But
reputation.
yeah, like that's a huge thing in Asian culture. Here I am like 10 years later, finally in media, and I just feel like it's something that I've always needed and wanted to do, and I always knew I could do it. But at the same time, it's kind of funny because my mom's like, oh yeah, I'm so proud my daughter's in media.
Now you're conveniently sliding
like,
in now.
Wait a minute, wait a minute.
Thanks.
Like when you are working in arts, like self-employed, the difficult part is you have to be self-driven, self-motivated. Kind of more than that, like you have to be really clear what your goals are and try to figure out how to achieve those goals, right?
And you play mind games with yourself. Is my goal high enough? How do I achieve it? Is this even what I should be doing every day? So I don't think you guys need to worry so much that you're gonna like lounge around all day. You're gonna get work done, like because you made a conscious choice to not work for anyone, right? And then just when I can die knowing that I'd spent most of my life stoked. That's my advice to people, is like, go out and meet people, stay in contact with people that you resonate with and they resonate with you, and just keep that up, because only good things can come when you have an open dialogue with yourself and other people.
I'm so with Matt on that. It's constantly meeting new people and talking to people and mentoring. That's also something that I've seen happen quite a bit now, where there's students that are emailing me or messaging me on Instagram, and yes, it's taking the time to talk to them because that's the future.
We want to encourage people to stay driven, right? To stay being self-motivated, because those are the people, from my experience, that would end up succeeding in this industry.
The fact that we know that there are others out there like us, pursuing creative things
It's
and creative careers, I think that's pretty awesome.
I was gonna say we're doing something right.
Yeah.
So
We're not alone.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
thank you. Aww. And anyone want to get dim sum later?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.